Good morning. I wanted to show you what a typical day in the studio looks like. So, I'm a tattoo artist, that's my day job, and so my work hours begin at noon, but most of the time I get up at 5 a.m. and I begin turning lights on in the studio. I plot and plan the situations that I'm going to time lapse and film. I feed the dogs, I clean, I reorganize. This is me trying to hack an iPad tripod so that I can do stuff like this right here. I found this puzzle at Goodwill, and I saw the box was actually what I found, and I was fascinated by the box. And so when I brought it home, I found the puzzles, and I've been thinking about junk journaling and thinking about art books, and so I decided to paint the puzzles black, which I think is great. Here I'm organizing little mails to send to my patrons. It's a really cute mailing proposal thing that I do for them. And so this morning, my time lapse was organization. I have hundreds and thousands of pins. Yes, I know, Cleo, I have too many pins. And I have a hard time getting rid of stuff if it's not going to someone. So that's a thing. Like even these little puzzle pieces, right? I wasn't super into puzzles as a child. I don't have any associations with puzzles except since getting hit by the semi, my concussion made it hard for me to do puzzles. And so when I practiced doing them, I was surprised that they were difficult. So I'm finishing up the organization of this. People the last couple of months have been giving me tons and tons of art supplies. And I just moved from a 3-story house into a small area, and I just destroyed this entire workshop from the state that it was to reconstructed it to the state that it is now, which is like viable. Like I can work in here. And so I'm still in that stage of resetting up my studio. And that's a whole thing, you know? It's ridiculous when you have to do things like that. So I've been trying to figure out why I've been time-lapsing myself just living my life in my art studio. And I realized it was because I'm tired. And all I'm doing right now is organization on my days off. Like, this is what my day off looks like, which is great, you know, because I just made a weird face on the princess experience. But my days off are all the prep work for my days on. And we shouldn't have to live like that, you know? Not as artists, not as people. We should be able to have time off and not have to clear and put things away and like make sure that there's space and room for functionality constantly. At least I think so. And it's made me really consider the amount of items that I use, and I make a giant ass mess, and then I just pick it all up and put it all back together, put it away, and I'm like, okay, let's go for this. So here I was like thinking about, oh, what if this was like tattooable? I don't have as much association with Disney princesses that a lot of other women do, mostly because I grew up without any form of TV or anything like that, and so all of my association has been associated later as an adult or working with kids. Look, hi, Salvador Dali. And so working on top of these, I'm like, oh, we could make this tattooable. Let's play with this a little bit. And then I realized quite quickly that I'm working on top of wet paint and I need to put it away and stop working on top of wet paint. So look, here's my cute little setup. This is how I'm filming when I'm filming from above. Like this. This is me trying so hard. That took me like 45 minutes to just get my tripod to do that. And I was very hungry. So, see what I mean though? Like looking at it like Disney princesses, but tattooed. Huh. What would that be like? That could be kind of interesting. And of course I decided instead of working on just a piece of paper to line it and shift it, because people have done this. Like tons of people have done Disney princesses, but tattoos, but I haven't done them yet, you know? So